To the videos, I get a lot of things from a lot of different people. Just throughout as the season goes on, just get messages. But our team chaplain Mikado Hansen sent me a clip like a couple weeks ago, and I just always try to find the appropriate time to show things if it's pertinent, if it's relevant to the team, and I think it will resonate with the team, then I'll show it. So I felt like that was a good moment for us and something we needed to see.
Well, everybody talked about it, so it obviously resonated. When you went back and looked at how you guys performed yesterday, what stood out to you the most? I mean, we always hear you say execute. Is that the epitome of what that looks like?
Yeah, the thing that stood out to me the most is how we finished the game. I would say because, like in that boxing match, a lot of bad things happened. The guy was down pretty bad, and it didn't matter, right? He had a will and desire to win, and that's what I wanted our guys to see. That's what I wanted them to do yesterday, is just showcase that desire to win no matter what happens, no matter how the game looks in the first half. Like, how are we coming out and how are we finishing in the second half? So I'm most proud of how we finished. We still have things to clean up. We can execute better when it counted, when we needed it most. Like Davis, the receivers, they made outstanding plays. The touchdown pass to Dalton, it was such a huge play, and to come back and make another huge third down pass to Dalton there towards our sideline. Those are huge plays that Davis made, and he doesn't make those plays without the protection being good. I thought our offensive line protected well and allowed Davis to make those plays. So I'm just really proud of how we truly finished the game.
Decision to start City So, and given the success that offensive line group had late in the game, if you are to get some guys back, how might that change the approach, or how might you look at it? Yeah,
for the offensive line, we'll continue to find what works for us, and the best guys that we can put out there, we're gonna try that. And it's a culmination of a lot of things that you guys don't see, from practice, from how we've seen guys work throughout the week, how they're doing. Yes, with the mental being where they're supposed to be doing the things that we asked them to do on a consistent basis. Like, a lot of things go into play there. So still a lot of things that we can clean up, and a lot of things just with our entire team. We can just be more consistent on doing the things that we're asked to do. And till we're going to keep moving guys around till we find the right group that's going to do it the right way, do what we're asking them to do every single time that they're out there.
What can you say about the performance that Jarrett and Trent had when they were ready for their opportunity and were able to out there and give guys what they gave?
Yeah, I thought the protection was good. I thought Jarrett did a good job of battling. He battled and strained and fought. Like, that's all we're asking for, and he did that no matter who he was up against. Thought Trent came out, did a great job of really displacing guys at the line of scrimmage. Did a great job protecting on the right side. Any rusher that was on him one-on-one, he won that rep every single time. So Trent did a really good job, and for his first time being out there with us. So I'm pleased with what he did and encouraged to see how he can continue to progress.
Kenny Williams actually beat Mike Tyson.
He did. Yes, he did.
Upset. On the other side of the football, at safety, do you feel like you have a lot of flexibility? And say if you do get Jalen back this week out of the protocol, you also have Miles Bryant, you've got some guys, and Jalen Reed.
Yeah, unfortunately, with our safety position, MJ went down yesterday with a quad injury, and he'll be out for the season. He'll have surgery here over the next couple of days. So, unfortunate for MJ. He was doing a really good job, playing really good for us in that starting role. He meant a lot to our team, so we're going to miss MJ and what he brings to our team. So, opportunity for other guys to step up, whoever that may be. We'll see who's ready to step up.
Game yesterday with the combo, a little bit of obviously Chubb and Woody Marks, how that's progressing. And the other part of the question, Ursery, when you look at kind of what Ursery did yesterday against pretty good run defense from Jacksonville.
Yeah, to start with our running backs, I thought Woody, he played fast. He made plays, especially plays on the perimeter, which is where we've seen him shine the most, when he can get the ball in space. And he did a really nice job of handling the bulk of the carries for us. And when Chubb came in and got his opportunities, man, you talk about it, he had some explosive runs. He ran physical. He looked like he had a little extra burst to him, so it was good, a 1-2 punch that we were able to use. Those guys did a really good job, and he did a great job of battling. We know how the first game ended, with Jacksonville, so I know, if anybody, he has a lot of pride in himself to go out and, kind of correct what went wrong the first game, and I thought he did a great job all game protecting, getting out on the edge. There are a couple of the plays we had on the left side, getting the ball outside. We're springing those plays because of what Tay is doing. So as a rookie, again, playing the toughest position, on the offensive line, he's doing a great job holding his own as a rookie, and he's getting better as the season is going on.
Hey, DeMeco, do you have any update on how CJ's doing, and do you expect him to return this week?
For CJ, Titus, and Jalen, all three guys are still in the concussion protocol, so we'll see how they progress throughout the week.
Coach, how much did Derek Stingley's interception at the end of the half help you all have momentum going into halftime? And the way that he, made that interception, were you surprised by what he did? Do you get surprised by anything he does?
Yeah, the interception by Stingley was, it was huge for us. You talk about a momentum shift, being able to, limit them from being able to get points there at the half. We know their field goal kicker has a great leg, outstanding range, so we had to try to knock them back as best as possible. So try to pressure them there, and Stingley did a great job of being sticky in his coverage and undercutting the crossing route, playing with speed, and outstanding one-handed catch that you don't see that play happen a lot. But Stingley, again, great ball skills, great effort, great strain, and that's what allowed him to make that play.
Obviously, you guys are able to make the big comeback, and you guys finished the way that you guys have finished a lot in previous seasons. How good was it to just see your team kind of implement that DNA that you've always been trying to instill in that you've been here, which is finish?
Yeah, as a coach, you want to teach things, you want to harp on, a certain play style and what is it going to take to win a game, right? And when you see your players go out and do that in a manner that you've been asking them to do, like it's encouraging, it's exciting as a coach. You see, like, man, that's why you coach, to be able to get guys to see and do things that it may not look great from the onset, but it's just that belief that I have in all these guys as their coach. Like, I know they can do it. I know we got great players. I know we have a great team. And I'm always urging and pleading with them just to, hey, let's just do it the right way. Let's execute the right way. Let's finish the right way, because I know we're capable of doing it. And that's what it looks like. Like when you just do the things you're supposed to do, you make the plays. It's a fun film to watch. Hopefully it's a confidence booster for everyone when you do it the right way, and we can win a lot of games.
How did you feel about the operation and how Davis handled things before the play, not just during the play?
Yeah, Davis did a great job with his operation, not only in the game, but it showed all throughout the week. So he handled himself really well.
DeMeco, what do you think it's like as a quarterback when you have Anderson coming at you from one way and Danielle coming at you from the other way?
I'm happy I never played quarterback, because I'll probably be taking a lot of sacks. No, those guys, man, the way Will plays, we know the effort, the intensity he plays with, and Danielle, he was exploding off the ball yesterday, playing violent, like not slowing down, and that only works with the interior guys getting the right push. So I thought our tackles did a good job when we were able to push the pocket and they were able to collapse the edge. That's how the rush works together. So Will and Danielle, they're definitely a scary force, on the edge, and two of the best edge rushers in the league, and we're blessed to have both of those guys as rushers, on our team.
A pretty uncharacteristic game from the special teams. What was kind of the message mid-game to those guys as some of those early hiccups popped up?
Yeah, for our special teams, we got to tackle better. It was not from a lack of not having guys there, not having guys in position to make the plays. Again, nobody's going to go make the play for you. You're free to the football. We got to go. We got to tackle. Like, there's no reason for us to give up a return like that, give up plays on the kick. Like, we got to go tackle. We got to get off blocks, and we got to go tackle the football. And everybody got to swarm, and we got to finish to the football much better.
Sheldon talked about at the end of the game, we asked if he got the ball, but apparently you running down to celebrate with him.
Uh-oh.
When you saw him scoop that ball up, what did you think? What, you know.
Well, I knew it was over. Like, we finally finished. And so he took off with the ball. Will, again, I can't talk about that play without talking about the two previous plays, which I think it kind of gets shadow cast over it. But Will, on the play to draw the penalty with the hands to the face, that was such a huge play in the game. That's him just rushing with that relentless intensity and drew the penalty. And then on the last play of the game, like, him still giving everything that he has, all the effort, everything to finish the game. Will makes that play and the ball just happens. Sheldon happened to be the beneficiary of being there, and the ball just landed in his hands there, and he took it all the way through the end zone. So I was just so elated to know that we had won the game, and knowing the effort that it took from everybody, a team effort, coaches, players, everybody pour a lot into that game to get it done. And we're excited about it. We're happy for it. And now it's put it to bed, and it's on to the next one. So it was a great win for our team, great win for our organization.
Obviously, a lot of focus on what happened at that point where he gets tackled and it turns into a touchdown. But the alignment, you put everybody in the secondary, and how much have you worked on that? They had no timeout, so obviously everyone was playing the sideline.
Yeah, just situational football things we worked at every week. Yeah, so we were ready for it.
Obviously, your DNs, Will and Neil, they wreak havoc on a lot of offensive tackles and quarterbacks. What allows them, from your perspective, to have that bend while still being able to be explosive around that corner? What do you think allows them to consistently be able to get in those awkward positions but still be able to rush upfield to the quarterbacks?
Yeah, most of that for defensive ends, when they're at, I call it the moment of truth, when you get to the level of the quarterback, right? Can you have enough ankle flexion to be able to get to the, make the turn, a tight turn, and get to the quarterback? A lot of that is just God-given ability. Some guys are able to do that. Some guys can try to work it as much as they can to improve it. But some guys are much better at it just because I feel like it's just a God-given gift and ability that you have the ankle flexion that you have that explosiveness and the agility to be able to turn tight corners, and both guys do have that.
Coach, at what point did you feel the game start to change, start to turn for you on Sunday?
Yeah, the game started to change for me, I would say, with the Higgins touchdown. And we were driving down the red zone, we've had a lot of red zone woes here for a long time. So, yeah, Woody getting in on the flip crack play, that was a great play just to see everybody see, okay, we can score, we can't get in the end zone, right? But to come back again, and when we needed it most there, Higgins, the connection from Davis to Higgins to get that play, I think that was the one that really sparked everything for our team.
For you all to score on that Davis Mills scramble like that with his 14-yard scramble, back-to-back penalties. It looked like, well, here we go again. You're right there, and even when they ran the play, Woody Marks had scored, but then two false starts brought you back. At that point, did you still have that feeling that we could still do this? I know that we still have, we can still do it.
Never a doubt in my mind. It was never a doubt in my mind, and when for us to battle back how we battled back, it was only right for us to finish that game. So I had all the faith in our guys to go out and execute because they just showed it. I mean, we made the play with Woody, Higgins scored, Dalton scored, Nico on the 2-point conversion. No one's talking about that catch. That was a sick catch, and for him to get in. So we had made positive plays, especially on that. I think we scored all of our touchdowns on that end. So we got to make sure we're going that way every time on offense. But it was I was confident that we'd make a play, and I don't think anybody was expecting Davis to scramble and make it. But, man, to see him step up, put the team on his back, tuck the ball, made a great decision. It wasn't there in the timing of the play. He was able to step up and get in the end zone. Man, hats off to Davis for being clutch for us when we needed it most. All right, thank you, guys.